Welcome to the Last Co-op Podcast, your source of all things nerd and pop culture related, all in one place. This is episode number 27. And before we get into our actual topics, we were supposed to do this like 3 days ago. So since then, some things have happened. First is the Switch 2 got leaked. So we
Oh, is that confirmed?
should. Oh, yeah. They.
It is confirmed. Okay.
Yeah. So what they did with the original Switch was this same thing happened, which you can say it was an accident, you can say it was marketing, whatever. But then, like the day after, they came out and said, "Hey, tomorrow, come watch Nintendo such and such with us." Blah 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 blah. And then they sprung it on everybody, revealed the Switch themselves. Everything that was going to happen with it, gave you your release date, blah blah blah, whatever. So that could happen again, or I mean, who knows? We may not hear anything from Nintendo for a while, but I would think that now that they just had this conference, they brought in all these people, somebody already leaked basically all the insides, what it's going to look like, and it lines up with the same dude that leaked shit months and months ago, that we're going to hear something very, very soon. So, the other thing is we've been giving PlayStation a lot of shit for their outrageous PlayStation Pro console. But things change very quickly around here, and they've decided to come out with the original PlayStation colors. And so now it's back there up there on the list of cool things that you should buy. Now, the Pro version, I mean, if you want to buy one. But like, if you can get, I saw a picture. I don't know if it's true or not, because like what they showed was just a digital console that was the old colors. But I saw somebody on Twitter posted they had the digital console, and then next to it they had the disc drive that was the original color too, that you could add to it. So if that becomes a thing, 100% buy yourself one, buy another one, stick it in a closet, and in 30 years it's going to be worth something. If it's strictly digital and you can't play discs on it, don't fucking buy it. It's garbage, and
Come on.
you it will be worth absolutely nothing in 30 years, because you won't be able to use it, because you'll have to connect it to the internet and the servers will be down, and so therefore you just have a big giant OG PlayStation colored paperweight. So oh yeah, so for the disc drive, by the way, that you add on, you only have to connect it to the internet originally to verify that you have an actual Sony disc drive you attached, and not some CD burner or some shit that was on there. So after that, you don't got to worry about it. So it's not as big of a piece of shit as I thought. So
you think in 30 years a digital PS5 is not going to be worth anything?
I don't think a digital PS5 is going to be worth anything in 5 years. So I mean,
I don't think we'll have the internet in 30 years. I think Skynet's going to take over eventually.
But I mean, you got to think about it. Like, if you have a console that literally you can't play discs on, and they shut the server down, what do you do with it?
Shooting practice, I guess.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it literally becomes useless. So, like, if something is virtually useless, that has to kill the value of it. Like, I mean, you're gonna go through a storage unit in 50 years and like, oh, there's Travis's old OG colored PlayStation 5 Slim. Be like, oh, cool, I ain't played one of these in forever. Well, you're gonna continue that because you can't fucking play this one either. Like, it's just it's useless. So yeah. I mean, that's the problem with it, is if you can't play discs on it in some way, shape, or form, those digital consoles become worth absolutely nothing. So, but I don't think that Sony gives two shits about that. So we may or may not see a disc drive for the Pro and the other one. But it's going to be really hard for me not to buy one, period. Like, I want it just because I want it. I'm buying the controller. I don't care. I'll buy a couple of those probably and use one and stick one in. Now that might be something that in 20, 30 years is worth nothing, to have an OG color controller, but like the Portal as well. Like, I mean, like it looks cool, but that's going to be useless too when the internet, like when we move on to PlayStation 6 or you know whatever we do. So just like your brother was talking about in our group text today, he said he had a Zune too, and I'm just like, yeah, like digital shit sucks. My mom called the other day. She goes, hey, I movies on iTunes. What do I do with those? I'm like, you don't.
Nothing.
Like they're gone. Like you just you don't have those anymore. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. It's just it's not a thing. So, but yeah, so those two things happened in between when we were originally going to record and today. So,
So all it took was applying some makeup, huh, to get you to want that PS5?
oh yeah, I buy lots of polished turds. Like, I buy lots of things that serve absolutely no purpose and that I don't need. But
Hey, do you, baby?
So the
I
controller.
thought the gray looked good.
It does. It looks cool.
The controller, 100%. I'm buying the console. If they make a disc drive that you can add on there that's the same color, 100%. I'm buying that.
Well, hey, show Jake some love if you do, and send him the box. He said he just wanted the box.
Oh, the box looks awesome. The OG looking box. There's black on it.
I don't know why. You saw the Pro box, right? It's just white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
white.
It's like why? Like why did they do that? Now see, like that's something that like if I bought one of those, I'd never open it because like it's numbered of what 12,300 or something like that. Yeah. But again, it's digital, so I mean it's nobody can play it in years.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all this digital hate.
Fuck digital. That's just
bro. Last week you were pumping for like a
no. I didn't. I wasn't pumping for it. I said I think that's what's going to happen. I've said 100 times I don't want that to happen. Oh, they're just on the way. What the fuck? I thought my food was here. I saw something pop up and I was like, ooh, I was like food, and I was like, oh, it's not.
Side note, what'd you order?
Yeah, they just Taco Bell. But no, I don't want digital. I've talked about it because like I just see that's where it's going. Like you've got Xbox that moved, they're putting Game Pass on things like Fire Stick, so like clearly they have no desire to go back to disc. They're making consoles, removing the disc drive. Sony's removing the disc drive. Nintendo's the only one that's probably going to stay digital. Every computer games are already like you can't buy a computer. Well, I mean, I guess you probably can buy a computer with a disc drive, but like it'd be very hard to find one if they even make new ones that have disc drives. And if they do have disc drives, it'd be very hard to find something that you want on a disc. So it used to be like you used to have to like in order to get AOL, you'd have to get a disc, put it in, and install the program to get on the internet. Now, if I just want something, I'm on the internet. It's just there, so I don't have to do any of that. So discs are on their way out. Walmart, Best Buys, they're getting rid of all their physical media. Like it's happening. Like we're on the way. I'm not happy about it, but I mean, like you just you just got to deal with it. I mean, there's not going to be an uproar to where people are, going to convince these companies that they should keep physical media. And, and the other thing is like, if stores are going to quit selling physical media, it's going to make companies stop making physical media as well. So it's,
we'll lose that price, the money from that.
I mean, I don't know, like
point in shipping it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know how much, like, do people still make CDs or
I don't think so.
Vinyls. I know vinyls are like a thing, but I didn't know like CDs are actually still a thing. Like people come out with new CDs on Tuesdays.
I feel like I've seen them at like Walmart and Meijer.
It may be a thing.
Maybe I don't know looking for them, but
yeah, I don't know. But like I just feel like there's a lot of things, like especially TV shows nowadays. Like back in the day, like if you saw a TV show 6 months later, a year later, you could buy it on a DVD. But now, like, there's TV shows that have gone on for 6 seasons that you'll never see again because there'll never be a way to watch it again. it'll never be on a streaming service. It'll never be on a disc. Like it's just some of those random Netflix ones that are like really popular, like they end up putting those on disc. But like there's a lot of shows that like have been really good, but you'll never see them again because they just don't exist.
You buy them on Amazon. Amazon control the market.
Yep.
Amazon used to do if you were looking for like an older, like a rare movie, they would like print it to a disc for you. I don't think they do that anymore, obviously, but they used to do that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I need Amazon to bring back Three Ninjas because I've been wanting to watch it. And I ain't trying to buy $30 worth of movies, the DVDs.
I think it's on. No, it may not be on Paramount. I saw it somewhere not too long ago.
I went to Internet Movie Database and it says buy on Amazon, and then you go to Amazon and it says like $36, and you're just like,
that's crazy.
This is my kids, but not that much.
Yeah.
Rocky loves Emily.
All right. So another thing that happened in the video game world is there is a sealed stadium events that somebody bought from an employee or an ex-employee of Nintendo. He was actually the person that was in charge of getting rid of them, and he somewhat did his job. And then he asked his boss, he said, "Hey, you care if I grab a couple of these?" And the guy said, "I don't give a shit. Go ahead. That's perfectly fine." And so he grabbed a couple of them, and I think he took 3 of them. And when you work for Nintendo, you can't sell anything Nintendo for profit. So he retired in 2012, I think. And then in 2015, he sold one for like 36,000 or something. And then in 2019, he sold another one. And then he just sold this one. This one was graded. I don't know if the other 2 were graded or not. But this one was graded like, I think it was an 80 out of 100 or something like that. I don't know how they grade stuff because I don't pay no attention. But sold it for over $100,000. And I just thought it was kind of neat that something like that has been in some dude's closet for 30 years. And then and the crazy part was like this man worked for Nintendo and all this other kind of stuff. And then his story literally is that something happened where one was going for a lot, and he said, "I think I have that game," and went home and pulled out 3 of them, and he's like, "I got them," and he kept one, got it graded, sold the one for like 30, sold another one for like 60, and then sold another one for over 100,000. I'm like, hey, well, I mean, right there, you're doing all right, even if that's all you're getting rid of. But the guy that bought it,
I heard was buy a car, pay off house. That's what I heard.
But the guy that bought it is the guy that owns the Fire and Ice games out in I think they're in Los Angeles. They're somewhere in California. I don't remember exactly where they're at. But he always buys like crazy shit that nobody ever has. Like he's always got these one of a kind things. When he opened his store, he sold a 9.4 graded sealed stadium events for like 60 grand or something, and that's how he opened his store. And I'm like, I don't know how you get this shit to begin with. Like, I understand what you get in return for it, like when you sell it, but like, where are you finding it? Like, you just got to be super lucky. Like, I mean, they have people on their podcast they have on there, and like one of the guys that owns a game store, he's like, yeah, he's like, I mean, my little Samson, they always give him shit because he found the little Samson complete in the box for like $3. And it's just like, he's had it for all these years, that, they want to collect it. And I'm like, it's like, but the crazy part is, and like, it helps me sleep at night to think that I just had a bunch of shit games from a yard sale that nobody wanted whenever I was younger. But like to think, what if I had a game?
I love that helps you sleep.
Yeah. Like, like, it would, it would really piss me off if I knew that like I had a game that was worth a ton of money and my grandma was like, hey, do you want these? I'm like, no, I have a 360. I don't want that trash, that I'm just throwing away thousands of dollars. But, some of those Bible games, I know for a fact I had some of the Bible games, and those are worth a lot. So hopefully it was the cheap ones and not the good ones. But you know, it is what it is. So another thing, it's a rumor right now. Well, it's a rumor that Tony Hawk like confirmed that I don't think he was probably supposed to. But he said that he's working with Activision for the 25th anniversary. So I don't know what that means, because I know they've already shut down doing the Underground remasters before. So I don't think that's what they're going to do. But
hopefully it's a game and not a skateboard that I'm going to have to buy.
I hope it's not a remaster of a
badass will break that shit.
Like, I don't like, we've already done 1 and 2 remastered. Like, I don't want to see that be a thing for the 25th anniversary. Like, we've already got that. It's already in HD. Leave it the fuck alone. Do something new for the 25th anniversary. Like, don't just say, hey, here it is again because it's an anniversary. So
I don't know, though. The one they did before that remaster, Tony Hawk 5, did you ever play that?
So what was the one? It's got a weird name, like
Project or something.
It's I can see it in my head. It's got a white cover and it's like red, like for
I
the
saw
label.
that the other day.
Is it called like Wasteland or
no? I saw it. What is that?
Travis, you're the
it's Project something.
Project 8. Project 8. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. You're the resident Tony Hawk expert, so
that's an old one.
But it came after.
That game came out in 2006.
Well, I know it's old, but I'm saying like that was before Undergrounds and stuff, right?
No, Tony Hawk Underground came out in like 04, something like that.
So yeah, it was after. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but I don't think I've ever played Project 8. They did one in 2015, Tony Hawk 5. It's got like a 3 out of 10 on IGN for a reason.
That's a good one. That's the one.
Basically, a $60 demo. The game was like unfinished, and there was a lot of problems with it.
Well, I mean, they milked it for all it was worth. I mean, like we got what Tony Hawk 1, 2, 1, 2, and then was it Underground 1 and 2?
No, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, then Underground 1 and 2, and then
probably Project 8 or Project Wasteland. I don't know which one came. I think Project 8, then Project Wasteland.
Yeah, and then 5.
And I kind of fell off at that point.
Yeah, that's too. What can? It's a skating game. Like you can only do so much.
What fucked them up was Skate. And Skate 2 really fucked them up.
Skate. People still play Skate 3 to this day.
Great game. Can't wait for 4.
Yeah, people play that game to this day still. Like if you get on Twitch at the right time, obviously, like not all the time, but if you get on there at the right time and like, some of the popular people are playing it, I mean, there might be 6,000 people sitting there watching one dude play Skate. And it's like, don't you fuckers just play it yourself? Like, if you're just sitting here watching one guy play this game, like, is he just the best? Is that why everybody's watching him? Like, I don't know enough about it, but it's just,
they do like little trick shit. They'll find like a little spot and try to front flip through it and shit.
Oh yeah. Well, that, and like, they'll try to clear these ridiculous gaps where they're like, they start up here and they jump off of something and try to fly over. And then if they don't make it, it's just reset. I'm like, I don't find this entertaining. Like,
I think it's crazy the servers are still up for that game.
What year did that come out?
You can play it online on Game Pass.
Skate 3 was the 360 era. I don't know
2010.
When. Yeah, I don't know what part of that era it was. But
toward the end.
Yeah. So this is, instead of doing like an actual review, because I haven't watched it yet, I was going to watch it, but the FX Aaron Hernandez story, part of me, like, I want to watch it because I think it will be good. The other part of me is like, can we just move on? Like, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to tell in the story. Like, we know what happened. Like, the same thing that happened on the Netflix thing happened on the ID channel thing, and the same thing that happened on the Hulu one. And it's like, it's the same shit over and over and over again.
Plus, we lived it. Like we lived every moment of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we sure
I mean,
did.
we weren't there,
So
obviously, but
and my thing is when I saw the preview of it, the first thing I thought of, and I don't know why, is that spinoff Bel Air show of like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air or whatever.
Yeah.
I never watched it, but like I see like the trailers for it, and it's just like you look at the characters and it's like that looks nothing like what he's supposed to
There's a
look like.
spinoff Bel Air show.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you haven't seen this?
I
I
think it
mean,
was
you're not
produced by Will
missing
Smith, wasn't it?
anything.
Will Smith
I don't
produced it
know.
or director or something. I thought he had a part in it.
I would hope.
Because I
Not.
thought he owned the name of it.
Oh,
the
it
rights.
maybe. I'm not
What's
sure.
this on?
Hulu, I think. It might be
I
a
don't
Hulu
ever-
original, to be totally honest. I really don't know. Let me
I
see.
don't get on
Hold on.
Hulu.
Bel Air.
While you're doing that, hey, Tony Hawk 2 on me, baby.
There.
I love you.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll be adding a special edit in there for you. So Bel Air has 3 seasons. Started in 2020.
3 seasons.
2022.
Still going strong.
I don't see anything about. Oh, it's on Peacock.
Oh,
sorry.
it's on
Not-
Peacock.
Yeah, not Hulu. Sorry, my bad.
What the fuck is this? Interesting.
Yeah.
I will
I've
not
never
be
watched-
watching it.
Yeah, I've never watched it. So couldn't tell you. But that's what it reminded me of. It was like I saw him and it's like, I mean, like Aaron Hernandez is a pretty basic looking person. Like, he's just got a little,
What?
little
Dude,
buzz.
Jack football player or what?
No, I'm saying like he's just a football player with a buzz haircut. Like, I mean, like you just put a bunch of fucking tattoos on him. Like, I mean,
Like
he's
a mouth player.
yeah. I mean, like it's just, I mean, it's all gonna be fake anyway. But like, I don't know. It's got a 2-hour, or I don't know how. I assume it's 2-hour episode premiere. So I want to watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through it. I hate the weekly things. I just
Just give it to me all the way.
it's just,
Not like
Oh,
all right, hold up, up, babe.
I just want it all. Put it
I
all
just
out
want
there
all
on the
at
table. Just, I want to get it. I want to just.
yeah, okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Watch it all.
all right.
That way
we're-
we can move
Stop.
fast.
You're making it worse. So
Dig in the hole.
so
I've been broken.
yeah, I can't.
Oh.
The last thing I tried to watch weekly was that
Oh,
I don't remember what it was called, but it was on Max. It was something about the LA Lakers, that Magic
Oh yeah.
show
the
or whatever.
Showtime or whatever.
Yeah, and they released it. They released an episode weekly, and like I don't keep up with when it would happen. So like I would just say, hey, I'm gonna hop on Max and see if there's a new episode. And if there was, there was, and if there wasn't, there wasn't. Like it wasn't something that I kept up with. So like this is probably gonna be the same thing. Is I'm gonna watch the 2-hour, their 2-episode thing, and then I'm gonna go back to watching Dexter and be like, yeah, this is way better than whatever we just watched. So, but we shall see. Now the Vince McMahon documentary, which I'm sure we'll go over, that's at the end of this month too. That's supposed to be 6 episodes, and that's Netflix. So I don't believe Netflix has ever fucked us and made us do weekly. The only thing they've ever done is the Stranger Things, where they would
Split
like
on seasons.
give us most of it, and then make us wait for the rest. But I don't see that happening, especially with the partnership they're about to have. I think we're just going to get all of it at once. So we shall see.
No more just the tip, just the entire thing.
Hey, Joe Hendry might be on there at some point too. You never know. So
Who is Joe Hendry?
somebody you should believe in. All right. What is the game that you had no plans to buy until either a friend or reviews convinced you to buy it? And doesn't have to be that it ended up being good. It can be that you didn't want to buy it and your friend convinced you to buy it and it was still shit. Whether good or bad.
Oh, it's bad or good? Because I had it saved for good.
Either way, whether it can be a game that that you had no plans of buying, somebody convinced you to buy and it sucks, or some game you had no plans of buying and you bought and it ended up being fantastic? I have both. So
I can tell you a more recent one on the good side. MLB The Show. You convinced me to get MLB The Show.
I thought you were gonna say, I mean, you're a habitual video game quitter, so like you're not a good person to like. If you complete a game, it's got to be a fantastic game. I was gonna think the one that you were gonna say was when I convinced you for literally months to play through Red Dead Redemption 2. And you just refused, and you're like, I'm in the fucking snow. It's cold outside.
Well, I already had that game, though. You didn't convince me to buy it.
But you played online. You didn't play this. You didn't buy that shit to play the story. You never played through the story. And you're like, I ain't doing that. And you're like, and I'm like, you should play through the story. It's great. And then all you did was bitch, moan, and complain. And you're just like, I'm not doing it. It's cold. It's taking forever. It's boring. And then you sat down. You played through the entire thing. And then you decided you're going to play through the first one, and then you decided to play through what is it?
Red Dead Nightmares?
Revolve. Well, I was talking about Red Dead Revolver.
I got stuck on that one. I gave up.
You tried to play through that.
Hey, all that was due to this podcast.
Yeah. For me, this it's going to be completely surprising, but like at the time, I didn't play Call of Duty games. So I remember I was working at GameStop, and Virgil asked me if I was getting the Call of Duty 4 at the time, whenever it came out. And I was just like, I don't know, maybe. I was like, I don't really plan on it. He's like, well, if you pre-order it, you can play the beta. And this was like back in the day where like betas were like months ahead of the game. And so I remember I pre-ordered it, played the beta.
Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah.
Right there convinced me I was going to get the game, and my God, the amount of hours that I put into that afterwards were insane. But without that, I don't know if I ever would have got that game and played that game before. Now, this one will hurt your soul, but a game that I didn't actually have to purchase it, but it was a game that you convinced me to play.
I know what you're going to say. You don't have to say it.
Which one?
UFC.
Oh no!
Oh, okay, thank God.
No, it wasn't the UFC. A game that that would probably be the more recent one. I had no desire to play UFC whatsoever. Travis played UFC, fucking hated the game. Got on there, all I did was bitch, moan, and complain about how he beat me over and over and over again. Stupid buttons don't work. This game sucks. I decided I was going to get good at it, and then I went from like losing by like 60 in our head-to-head record to beating Travis by like 100 and something.
Yeah, you messed my record up severely.
And then that carried on to the new one.
Took that shit personal.
Yeah, we don't play that game very much.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
But no, the game that I didn't have to purchase that I played that I hated that you made me play I probably played for all of 20 minutes was the Friday game, because I got on there. Everybody knew what the hell they were doing.
Ouch.
I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I got on there, got my ass kicked, and I'm like, yeah, nope, not having fun. I don't want to do this. But then it redeemed itself with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was fun. I knew what I was doing. Got on there at the beginning. Didn't just go in blind and get my ass.
That game was pretty fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
it was.
I love Shadows of Mordor. That game.
I never played that game.
Oh, my buddy told me to. No,
I never played that. I know
Earth or whatever. But it was like the Lord of the Rings kind of movie, or based off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. I got to I played both of them. I can't remember what the second one was, and it might be the first and second one or flip flop. But I got to 99% on both of them. I was actually proud of myself. It was like one of the ones that I enjoyed playing it over and over, and just dominated through it. And then I was done. And then I wanted to go back for that 100%, but it was like collect little things. I'm like, I'm not going through the woods looking for this shit anymore. I'm done.
Yep.
Tyler would have.
I mean,
if it was a game that I wanted to get 100% on, then I would. like Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead 2.
I got 100% on it because
need to
I
go back
love
and
that
do it.
game. So
I need to
it's
go find
fantastic.
it.
Is yours
I don't know.
Elden Ring, Travis?
Oh, dude, fuck that game. Shout out to Brad. But
I was
fuck
gonna say
game.
that came from a recommendation to from Brad that Travis asked for a game to play that he had no desire to play, and turns
Yeah,
out
my
he hated it.
dumbass. I bought the one that came with the DLC too. I could have just got the regular one that was probably on sale.
Mhm.
No, I had to go
Yeah, that
all
was
the
an
way
$80
in. Pause.
mistake.
Did you have one that you hated?
I'm trying to think, but I can't remember. Honestly, I hate that I still play Fortnite. That's about it. No matter what, I just keep going back to it. I have fun. They just mix it up every week and a little bit, and then the new season comes and
It's like
they twerk
fun if you're like playing with your friends, I think. But like
yeah.
Fortnite's
by myself, I don't play by myself.
Fortnite's never something that I'm ever gonna get on and try to play solos and do. Like it's
If
just
I play,
not,
I'm
not gonna happen.
with my friends or playing with my wife or my son or my daughter. We'll just drive around in a car and it's just keep my daughter alive the entire time. She's just sitting in the back, just shooting up. Like, Livy, get him. She's just like shooting in the air.
So the next thing is we had, I think it was one of your friends. I don't remember who you said it was that threw out something for the topic idea of that everybody seems to shit on Star Wars. What can be done to revive them to the early days where they were popular? In my opinion, is stop making so fucking many shows. That's how you make it good. Like that is the number one way to ruin something, is just to shove it down someone's throat over and over and over again till you can't even keep things straight of where things fit into the timeline and all that before. Like I've said it 1,000 times. I don't care who disagrees with me. First 8-9 seasons of Walking Dead are fantastic television if you've never seen the show. After that, and then they start getting into Fear of the Walking Dead, and then they get the Daryl Dixon spinoff and the ones that survived and all this other bullshit. It's too much. Like it makes it not good. And it's like the same thing that I feel like they're going to end up doing with Dexter is I'm rewatching through Dexter right now. Fantastic TV show. They have that little spinoff that came out after, the original Dexter. Now we're going to get one that came out after that one came out. And then we're going to get a prequel from when, it was before everything. And it's like, I feel like they're just going to ruin.
I saw another one.
The story like that.
They're doing the Ice Truck Killer. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's getting a spinoff. Did we talk about
great.
That? Yeah. The Ice Truck. Yeah, I don't remember where I saw it. I thought I sent it to you all, but maybe not. It's like a prequel of his brother about how he starts doing that. So we'll see how much it.
Spoiler alert for the people that haven't seen season 1 of Dexter.
Well, I mean,
my bad, guys.
The show's out of 15 years old. Like, if you haven't seen it, like, sorry, it's not a spoiler at this point. But yeah, like that. In my opinion, that's the quickest way to kill any show is keep doing
drown it out.
Oversaturation.
Like the one that we did a couple episodes ago about the new Toy Story movie, or whenever they did the Disney thing or whatever. Like somebody commented on the YouTube video that we did for that one and said something about like Toy Story or whatever, and just how they were ruining it. And I was like, I don't think Toy Story 4 was necessary. Like, I mean, I watched it and I enjoyed it, but 3 was pretty good. They had 4, which I felt was completely unnecessary. Then they had Buzz Lightyear, which tried to be all politically correct and all that woke Disney bullshit, and that just kind of ruined it. So like, I don't know where this one's going to go, but we'll see where it goes. But I mean, the same thing. Like we had Toy Story 1, 2, 3, great, cool. Now we got 4. Now we got a Buzz spinoff, and now we got all all these extra things where it's just like that's how that's how you ruin things.
Mhm.
Which, you know, it's kind of wild that like The Mandalorian was fantastic in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then they come out with was the Ahsoka one next, or was that
It was Book of Boba Fett and then Ahsoka Tano.
Oh yeah, okay. So the yeah, I mean
Those I don't mind too much. Those actually, the story's good. It's kind of slow. It's not too crazy. Kind of dives into it more.
Have you seen any of the new one? Or
the Acolyte or whatever? I didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried it.
Yeah. Well, and then what was the one before that one?
Nah, not Rebel. Shoot. I didn't watch that one either, honestly. I just
so it's
I watched the first episode.
When they're an Obi-Wan one.
I like the Obi-Wan one.
Okay, yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. But like you got to think from the end of Mandalorian 2 until today, we've gotten 4 different
4 or 5
like different Star Wars things in like a matter of 3 years, you know, something like that. Like that's too much. Like I feel like the reason why Marvel is successful is like when you go see a Marvel movie and you wait till the end and then you know like it's over with and then you see the credits and like you see what the next one that you're gonna get to see is, like you have anticipation to see that. And like it may be a year before you know you get to see it, but they kind of started to go down that path with all their, you know, the Wanda spinoff show and you know all that kind of stuff, but not near as bad as some other things have, you know. But I feel like they could do that. Like, I mean, you watch horror movies probably more than anybody else, Travis, but I mean, I don't feel like they do a real shitty job of fucking up all the stories and giving you way more spinoffs of.
Oh yeah, they do.
Well, I mean,
Jason in space.
I mean, they do.
They all go off the rails.
But yeah, but I feel like now they just recycled the same things over and over again. Like I don't feel like. I mean, we're not on. I mean, technically, we could be on Scream 47. Like you know, if they
Thankfully, we're only on 7. We're rolling
yeah, I mean,
into 7.
If they really wanted to be, like, I mean, I think they've kept it. First many years as it's been out.
Yeah,
like
Scream's done a great job outside of the TV show they tried to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying that they haven't gone off the rails at all or given, you know, done a spinoff that was.
I don't think Scream has gone off the rails at all. Some of these other ones, my God.
But I feel like for the amount of years that some of these things have been out, that they've done a pretty decent job of keeping it together and, you know, not coming out with a TV show that literally contradicts whatever the movie is, or just, you know, like just something of nonsense.
Star Wars has never been a big thing for me. That's why I was kind of sitting back and.
Star Wars is if someone literally hands you like the timeline of Star Wars and says, "Hey, watch it in this order," then it's 10 times better than watching it in the order that it was released in.
Do you know the order off the top? Is it still the ones that came out in the late 90s, then the originals, and then these newer ones?
Well, luckily with Star Wars, they number them. So it's
1 through 9.
Technically, when the number is the order that they go in. So like, I think it was 4, 5, and 6 were the originals.
The OGs.
The originals. Then they did 1, 2, 3. Then they did 8, 9, 10. Or no, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they fit in like
there's 9.
Yeah.
Well, Rogue One was
so
slapped in there.
Yeah, so like the Rogue One that fits in there. And there's one more that's like Solo. Solo goes in there too.
That's kind of off the rails.
Yeah, so
not that bad.
But if you watch them in that order, then it's a 10 times better experience than watching them in the theatrical release order. But I feel like that works for almost everything, in my opinion. I mean, like even the Marvel movies, like if you're going to watch those, I mean, I'd want to watch them in the order that they make sense for the story, not the order that they came out in theaters. So,
do you know what my brain goes to when I hear Star Wars?
I are telling.
Zach and Mary make a porno.
But yeah, other than just not overdo it, bring back whoever wrote The Mandalorian season 1.
Dave Filoni
And
or
yeah,
no,
and,
John Farva, I think was
yeah,
part of that. too.
and have him be in charge.
What do you think they need to do to get a successful movie out that's gonna
I don't know, man.
like? Do they restrip the whole
I don't-
story?
I
How do
don't-
they?
Well, see, the last one, like, it wasn't that it was bad. It was just that it was fucking stupid. Like some of the things that they did, like,
It's definitely a little off.
yeah. I
Good
mean,
one.
it's like, to me, what I felt when I was watching that was like when I watched Endgame in the Marvel, where it's like I'm just like watching all these characters disappear, and all this. Or no, is that the
Infinity
one?
War.
Infinity War. Where is that? Which one did they all die at the end?
Spoiler: Infinity War.
Whatever. It's not a spoiler alert. It's been out long enough. But my point is that's what I felt like when I was watching that. Is
Yeah.
like, I'm watching all these characters go away, and I'm like, okay, that means no more Iron Man. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean that there's no more Iron Man because there's all the different timelines and all that crap. But
Yeah.
point is they were just like literally erasing all of these things. And like then I was watching that, the Star Wars movie, and you're seeing all these things happen, and I'm like, but why? Like, why? What benefit does it have in the story for some of these things to happen? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been 9. I mean, it's you can only write so much before you run out of stuff to, I mean, Star Wars has been around forever. Like, what more can we?
I think they're
You know.
doing 10, 11, 12 because
I mean,
Daisy Ridley's coming back. Or is it Daisy Ridley?
young
there?
Jedi grows up, bad guy dies. I mean, it's just, I mean, like, what? How many times can you write it? I mean, like that.
Over.
that's,
I think
you know.
I think they realized they maybe not so much realize they made a mistake, but realize, okay, the fans are sick of this. They're probably still going to watch it. I mean, I'm still going to watch it. It's just me, but they're going to have to somewhat like. I feel like Sonic did it best. They released a shitty ass trailer. All the fans said, "Fuck that." Fix it. They fixed it, and then everybody's like, "I love fucking Sonic." It was a great movie. So maybe they just need to release a shit ass trailer, and then the fans control it, and then they make history. I don't know.
I mean,
It's worked for a couple of things. So,
Would that happen if Jar Jar Binks was in that trailer? Don't the fans hate Jar Jar Binks?
oh my god, we'd probably break our TVs. He gets a lot of hate, but he deserves it.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it's their fault, but like when you think about Star Wars and like what we grew up with, there's so many iconic characters, but like the characters that they've introduced after them, like I don't feel like any of them have caught on the way that all of the originals have. And like everybody knows Darth Vader and Luke and Princess Leia and all that, but like I mean like I'm not saying Darth Maul's not popular, like I'm sure it is, but like no one goes around quoting Darth Maul. Like,
It's
like
'cause he
that's
didn't talk anything.
yeah, I mean, like no,
He said
no,
one word.
yeah, like
In the
nobody, like
original.
like everybody wants to be Darth Vader. That's what
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
It's the same, like with the Kylo Ren one. Like maybe kids today might be interested in that, but like
throwing tantrums and shit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what they do. He's like a child the entire
Yeah.
time, just
I
mad
mean,
and
that-
angry.
yeah. So I don't know. I feel like that's how it is for a lot of things, though, is the things that were created when we were kids. We lived through the best generation. You can't top them. You can't make them better. And we're just doomed for all of the writing and movies and TV shows that are going to come out in the future. So,
Well, hey, R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that happened.
within the last week.
Yeah, I
Last
was saying, I think within the
Yeah,
last
last
week.
week.
Yeah. And then, of course, as soon as that happened, I get on TikTok and I see the meme of Rafiki throwing Simba off the fucking the rock, and it says yeet. It's just like, yep. Well, that took all of 5 minutes to be able for it to happen.
Internet's undefeated.
Oh yeah, 100. Any day you need to laugh, you get on there. You can find whatever you want. So collecting update is I think I am going to buy this one of those RetroTink things and hook it up to my PlayStation 2 so I can get like the original, well, close to original quality CRT as possible. I was just going to buy an HDMI adapter, but I'm like, nah. It's like I'll do it the right way because I'm not buying a CRT TV and dragging it in here. So I can spend the same amount of money on this thing and it'll be pretty close to the same thing. I've been playing. I tried playing the first Def Jam. It doesn't hold up at all. I started playing Fight for New York, and that game is hard as shit. Like I either that or I am terrible at it.
No, my game's just fucking hard.
I think it's a mixture of both. I looked at the difficulty; it's only on medium, so I mean, like, I refuse to put it on easy. Like
drop it should be easy.
I am a grown adult. I am not playing on easy. I'm sure as hell not playing it on hard ever. But I was getting my ass kicked by Ice Cube, and it was rough. And
West Side motherfucker.
yeah. But that game, surprisingly, like I know it. Whenever I was playing it, like I was playing on like with an emulator, and it is upscaled obviously from what it was, but like I mean it looked pretty damn good compared to some of the other ones. Oh, and I played Blitz the League, by the way. Looks just like Blitz the League 2. It's kind of crazy how like the graphics literally didn't change between 1 and 2. But I started playing that last night, and I only played like the first 2 games in the campaign or something. But that game was fun. And so I'm hooked. I got to buy more games, and I got to play more games.
What's on the list?
Grand Theft Auto 3's first. I don't know why I want to play through the Grand Theft Auto games again. I know that I'm not going to have a good time, but I want to play through 3 and Vice City and San Andreas. And then San
Andreas is fucking hard.
I've still got 4 or 5 downloaded on my PlayStation. I can't remember which one it is. I think I got 4.
You have plenty of time until 6 comes out. So
well, yeah, but I got one of 4 or 5 is downloaded. I forget which one. But I want to play through those, and like I don't know. There's just I say there's nothing to play, but like there's stuff to play. It's just nothing is like catching my attention. We played through that Funko Fusion game for a little bit, and
waste of money.
Like, it was fun, like for a little bit. Like it's not something like I'm dying to go back and play again. Zelda is coming out though in a week from today.
I think it's next week.
Yeah, 26th, I believe, is when it is. So that's gonna be fun, and I'm definitely gonna be playing that a ton, probably until I beat it. And then I really want the boxing game to be good. I just know it's not. It's going to be terrible.
It's coming soon.
Yeah. And then I think the new Assassin's Creed game comes out. I'm probably not going to play that, but we'll see. I said I was going to play the new Star Wars game when it came out too, and I never played that either. So, I mean, we shall see. So
it'll probably shut down. Just like
but the analog that I think Randy has one of the Pocket or whatever, they came out with the Game Boy Color like variants of theirs. And I almost bought one, but it was $250. And
yeah, they're pricey.
I think I can probably find something else to spend $250 on. But I did see it. It did remind me of the original Game Boy, and it did make me want to play the original Pokemon game. So I probably am going to find some way to do
I'll
that.
keep an
same.
eye out for you.
So I know it's never going to happen because of how much money it makes for itself. But I know that the Pokemon games will never appear on the Nintendo Switch shop, even though everyone and their mother would download them and play through them.
They had the
Well,
cards you could buy, didn't they?
What do you mean?
They had cards where you could buy them. It was like a digital download for the Pokemon games
The old ones?
for the Switch. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah, because I saw them and I was like, kind of want that.
Oh, maybe there is. I don't know. But
It was like earlier. It was like 4 years ago. This might have been like pre-COVID. I'm pretty
You
sure.
just download that Delta app on your phone and
let me
play it
see.
on your
Dude,
phone on your emulator.
Pokemon Blue Switch.
Maybe it was
wait a
gold,
minute,
and, gold
this
and
is-
silver.
What is this? Pokemon Blue version. Oh, as of March 27th, it will no longer be possible to make purchases for this. Oh, that's
Son of a. So can you get the card? Is the card out there?
It's just gone.
Oh my god! We proved it again. Why digital is dumb.
Yep. So, yeah, it says classic Game Boy games finally come to Nintendo Switch, and then it's got, it shows like all of them. Yep, the only one that's left is the Pokemon trading card game.
Oh my god! I don't even think that was worth it. I never
Yep.
played it, but I just saw it. I was like,
Yep, that's the only one's left on
well, I
there is
just
the
wanna
Pokemon
collect
trading card game.
cards.
So, oh well. I feel like there was something else that I was going to add in there, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, your helmet from last time.
Then
That
There it is.
if they had a red helmet, I would.
They have it.
Yeah,
have it
well,
on
let me
sale right
let me rephrase that. If I got a red helmet for $3 like you did instead of $80, then I would 100% buy it. But I don't know if I want an $80 helmet that bad just to put somewhere. So I don't know. Well,
$3.
but, yeah.
Probably the best $3 I've ever spent. Not really.
We need to at some point set up a time for all of us to play through the Gears of War games or the Halo games or something and test out this Game Pass on Fire Stick thing, because I've been meaning to do it and I just keep forgetting to do it, and I don't ever really feel like playing anything on there, so I never really mess with it. But
Yeah. I'm currently playing that. I just sent it to you.
no, shut that. What is this? You're
Dude, it's goated, man. Goated. Probably one of my favorite. Red version was well. I always played blue growing up, but then I started playing red later. I finally got that Super Nintendo going. I think I'm going to start trying to pound through some games. Just stack them up and knock them down.
There's been lots of questionable terms that have been used.
God. Yeah.
This episode.
Oh goodness. Here we go.
No
Well,
Diddy.
Well, hey, speaking of Diddy, did you hear that there was a
Diddy
I-
in trouble.
It's the story seems so wild that it almost seems fake to like say that someone seized his house and that there was literally 1,000 bottles of baby oil in there. Like, that doesn't
It's gonna be
seem like
like
a
old
true
school.
story.
It's gonna be like
Like-
old school. He's having like a giant party or whatever with the giant baby pool, and then just old,
Yeah,
Boy-
I mean,
Blue just like dies.
so you know the Kesha song from years and years ago where
She changed the lyric.
that started off said like woke up in the morning feeling like P Diddy or whatever.
yeah.
She re-recorded it and changed it to now it says wake up in the morning fuck P Diddy. And
What?
so she changed the lyrics to the song after all this happened. So
Good for her.
That's a whole. That could be a whole entire episode. Apparently, that whole Danity Kane band that he was in charge of, they made like platinum albums and literally never got paid. And like, yeah, there's.
Isn't it crazy how Chappelle, man, he was close predicting that shit. Remember the Making the Band episode? Get me some Cambodian breast milk.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild that things like that can happen for years and years and years, and like it just goes to show you that like if you're rich enough, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like that literally is the key. Like, I mean, I guess it's probably a little bit of who you know, but just to be like, you know, I mean, the man's literally they're raiding the man's house, getting 1,000 bottles of baby oil out, and this man's sitting in Central Park sun tanning. Like, you know, I mean, it's just like it's just the fact that like that is what he's doing with his time while this is happening just shows you that like if you got enough money, like you can get away with anything. And like I'm not convinced if he goes to trial and all that stuff, like anything's gonna happen. You know, like I don't
know, man. We'll see.
You see 50 Cent's post?
Trouble. Oh, dude, he's hilarious.
Did you see his post on Instagram?
The keeping good company with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. And he said, I woke up today and at least I didn't have $1,000 bottles of baby oil in my house or something like that.
50's a go.
Yep, he's hilarious. All right, so yeah, I don't got anything else. What's next on your all's list of games to play?
I'm gonna try getting through this Jurassic Park, man. I kind of.
Oh, good luck.
I mean, I took all of like 5 minutes, and then I got as frustrated as I did when I was 7. So,
hey,
I'm gonna try getting over that hump.
You got Lion King?
I thought I did. I think it's downstairs.
Friends don't let friends play Lion King.
Dude, oh my god! I mean, like the swinging and stuff, and the jumping on the
it's
the fucking giraffes.
I got some videos that probably should stay off of social media from that game. I was literally screaming at a pixelated Simba and telling this bitch to grab on, and like it was this rough. I don't want to go back.
Yeah,
take me away.
I think I'm gonna run through Pokemon Blue.
Will you run through Pokemon Blue and I'll run through Pokemon Red, and we'll trade the ones that we don't have?
Yeah, I'll keep you updated how it goes.
Yeah, we'll do it without a
digital game quitter.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'll quit before you catch your first Pokemon. So I mean, there ain't no reason to be trading with you. So you'll be done. You'll be done before I get done eating Taco Bell. You won't even play it. So
come on, give me a chance.
All right,
change.
Okay, people don't change.
Oh yeah.
People don't change. They adapted. You have no reason to adapt. So, all right. Well, until next time, all the links for everything will be in the description. And it seems like we are. I don't know exactly what we're doing right, but it seems like we're doing things right because the episodes continue to grow for how many people are watching it, and you know we got people that are like catching up, you know, during the time. So like the past week, like I mean, we got people that are watching episodes that are like 6 weeks old all the way up until the new ones. So I guess that's good. I mean, I don't know if they're new people or they're old people just rewatching things. I mean, hell, if they're people rewatching things, we're definitely doing something right. But you know, there's people in Oslo County in Germany. Like, don't know how the hell you all heard about this, but tell your friends and you know, spread the word around.
Do we get like dubbed in German or something? Is that the right word?
No,
German?
it's
I want to know what I sound like in like German or Spanish or something.
I don't know. I mean, I can put some subtitles down at the bottom for you, and you could see.
We forgive you, Germany.
If you've made it all the way through this episode, there's going to be some very questionable edits and very questionable clips that have been put in throughout.
Shit's coming in from all different sides.
Then there you go again. That's something's definitely going to be coming.
I'm done.
All right, so now, yeah, you're making the editing job harder because I'm about to find new clips for each time something. Yeah, I'm gonna
Wrap it up.
impose the Joey Chestnut hot dog eating contest over
Oh my
your
God.
camera at the bottom. So. All right. So links for all of social media will be in the description. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.